Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we'll talk about organizing content with tables on a website. First of all, we'll talk about how to insert a table. Then we will see how we can debug the table or fix the table. And then we'll talk about spanning columns and rows. Now, our table basically organizes data in rows and column. And then we have different tags within the table. One of the tag is t-head. T-head actually is for the heading. So if you have one row as a heading, so you can use the t-head. You can specify any style to the t-head, then it will be applied to all heading rows. So heading rows could be one row as a heading or two rows as a heading. We will see how we can fix that. We can do that part. Similarly, we have a t-body and t-footer as well, t-foot as well. So the only purpose is to group them into different areas. So let's see how we can work on the web page. So now I have this document. I have a style inside, and then we have a body, and in the body I have the article. So what I need to do is I need to create a table. So I can say this is my table, and then I can say I'm closing the table. So this is my basic tag. Now in this one, the main are t-head, okay, and then I can close my t-head. Similarly, I do have t-body as well, okay, table body, and then I can close my table body. And we do have t-foot, so I can copy paste maybe, and I can say this is my t-foot and t-foot. So I will be writing my headings into this one. I'll be writing my body into this one, and if I have any footer, I will be writing my footer into this part. All of these needs a row like a tr and then td. Okay, so this is my tr. So similarly, I can copy and paste this tr into this area, and then I can paste into this area. Okay, now every row I need td. This is my table definition. Table definition is like a cell, so I can do like that. So I need, like, for example, I need 3 or 4 lines, okay, and similarly I can, okay, now in this part I need to add, for example, heading is my periods, and then in this part I need a sunroom, this one is read room, and this one is treehouse. Now if I just save it and I refresh this page, you will see that I got some of the headings here, you see. Now this is a td. td stand for table definition, but actually this is my heading. So I do have another tag th. So let me change the td to th and see, does it make any impact on my display? So I change my td to th, and if I refresh the page, you will see small change here, and that is, oh, it makes that heading bold. That is why we are having heading. Okay, so this is what we have. Now let's go for the next slide and see what we have. Okay, now we are working on the styles, by the way. Before, let's go here. So first of all, I will say, okay, let me my table, and we have a table row and table heading and table definition. I want to give them reset the style. So I can say that I want to reset my border to 0, and I want to reset my heading to 0, and then I want to reset my margin to 0. Okay, and let's refresh the page and see if there is any reset. Oh, there you go. Small change happens. Very nice. Now I want to make a border for my heading. So I can say th and I can say border is 1 pixel, and then this is my solid black semicolon. And if I refresh this page, now you can see I got something like that. But now if you see, you have some small space as well here. Okay, we will see how we can fix that part. Let's try here. So what I can do is for this th, I can say, can I have my border spacing? I can make it 0 and see if it makes any impact. So let me say th is 0. Oh, no impact. Actually, this border spacing is not for this th, it is for table. So I'm working on the table border spacing, and let's see if it works. There you go. You see that all the spacing is 0 now. And if I change back to 2 or 3, for example, you can see a big change in the, so I can make it 0. Then we have a border collapse. We will see border collapse after this next slide, inshallah. And let me change the font size as well. So I'm going to say that, okay, the table heading has a font size, and I say font size is like 1.3 em, semicolon, close, and refresh the page, and now you see that I got a big font size for my heading as well. Now I need to add a couple of more lines for my T body. So I can say, okay, I can get this. Okay, I can just type it by myself. This is my TD. In the TD, I'm gonna say one more time. So I need, like, how many columns I need? 1, 2, 3, 4 columns I need. So I need 4 TD. And in this one, I'm gonna say this is my May 1st to September 15. And then this is my dollar 110, and this is my dollar 125, and this is nothing. And similarly, I need another row, so I can copy and I can paste this row. And this one I'm going to say, okay, this is from September 16 to April 30th. Okay, that is how. And then in this time, the rate of the room is bit low, and I'm gonna say this is like $150, and that's it. So let's refresh it and see what happens. Okay, now I got 2 rows. You see that this is my heading has the, but I need this border for my detail as well, for my body as well, that is TD. So what I'm going to say is I can go up and I can say, okay, the TH, you have the border, and TD also had a border now. So let's refresh the page and see I got the same thing. But now if you see little bit stuff here, this line is bit thin and this is bit, bit darker, like a double the size of this one. Actually, when the 2 cells joins together, although the spacing is 0, but still, this is half of the border of the right side and half of the border is for the left cell. So let me use the collapse here, and you will see that when I use the collapse, so border collapse, and this is the values collapse. So you will see here that this double shading is gone now. Okay. Now, for example, and I can see here something, you see. So for example, if I did not have this TD, this is empty cell. If I didn't have, what will happen to this? So you see here, so there is no cell. So like a cell can go up to the read room, but this is empty place now. Imagine if I have something like that, if it is like $150, $150, and I do have another 150. So what happens? So we have this one, and now this cell is not at the proper So remember one thing, all the columns and the rows must be accordingly. So this extra stuff is not a good idea. So this is a part of debugging. So I can just go back and remove this cell and I can fix this value and I can see the result is now fine. Okay, so this is how it is. Now, remember one thing, I want to display my like heading should be in a 2 rows. On the top, I should have a room and the period should be like, just one period. So what should we do? Actually, for this one, I need another row. For the room, I need another row. So what I'm going to do is in the T head, I can say that, okay, I have a TR and then I have a TR close. And in this one, I need a table heading and I should be having room or room, TH, close. Let's see that. Okay, now I got this one. Actually, I need for 3 cells and I want it to start from here. Okay, so how to make for the 3 cells? I can say column span is equal to 3. So this room will be extended to 3 columns actually. There you go. But still I need to push this room to the next onto the next cell and I can leave this space empty. So what I'm going to do is I can say, okay, let me bring the column, the periods. Let me bring the periods high. Now I see what happens. Oops, so period has to be before. So I can go periods before and now I can see that, okay, this is fine now. So this is pushed towards the next one and this period is okay, but the second line got in trouble now. So I need to push this line sunroom to the next part. So what can I do? I can say, okay, period will come onto these 2 lines, into the 2 rows. So I will say, okay, now I'll say row span is equal to 2. So the period will occupy 2 rows and room will occupy 3 columns. Let's see that. You see that? So the row period is occupying 2 rows. Row span is 2. The room is occupying 3 columns. You see here? Room is occupying 3 columns. So that is how we can fix the problem. And by the way, let's go for the next slide. And if you see here, we got a row span that is 2 and then column span is 3. And that is how we fix the problem. And that's it for today. Kafara Majlis. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.